powerful note with a topic that speaks to the heart of modern pharmaceutical progress, interprofessional collaboration. It is with great respect and enthusiasm that I now extend a warm welcome to our distinguished resource person, Dr. M.D. Salahuddin Sir, Professor and Principal, Al-Amin College of Pharmacy, Bangalore, Karnataka. Dr. Salahuddin Sir is a renowned academician and research leader whose work has been instrumental in shaping collaborative approaches in pharmaceutical education and innovation. We are privileged to have him with us today to share his insights on the topic breaking barriers, interprofessional collaborations, revolutionizing pharmaceutical innovation. We are certain that this session will offer fresh perspectives and inspire meaningful discourse on how collaborative efforts across disciplines can lead to groundbreaking solutions in drug development and healthcare delivery. Now, to state the session and facilitate the discussions, we are honored to have with us Dr. G. Ramna Sir, Professor and Head, Department of Pharmaceutics and Biotechnology, and the Program Coordinator of this Faculty Development Program. I now humbly invite Dr. Ramna Sir to kindly moderate this session and take forward the proceedings. Over to you, Dr. Ramna Sir.
Yeah, thank you, Arifa. Is it audible, Arifa?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our distinguished resource person for today's session of the FDP. He is the great personality, Dr. Mohammed Salahuddin. We are honored to welcome Dr. Mohammed Salahuddin, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Salahuddin was born in Raichur, Karnataka. He completed his B.Pharm, M.Pharm and PhD from VL College of Pharmacy, Raichur. He is affiliated to Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore, in the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry specialization. Sir has total 23 years of professional experience. He started his professional life as a medical executive after graduation and worked for Glenmark Pharmaceuticals and Bayer India Limited. After M.Pharm, he worked as product manager at Microlabs, Bangalore for more than 2 years. During this period, he launched successfully 3 new products all over India for Microlabs Limited. He started his academia life as a lecturer at VL College of Pharmacy, Raichur, and then assistant professor for about more than 8 years. During this period, he completed his PhD from Rajiv Gandhi University. From 2010 to 2021, he worked as a professor and principal at Farukya College of Pharmacy, Mysore. And from July 2021, he is working as a principal at Al-Amin College of Pharmacy, Bangalore. From December 2013 to 2015, he was on a foreign university assignment and served as assistant professor at College of Pharmacy, Omar Al Mukhtar University, Libya. He has 4 patents, authored 3 books, and more than 50 publications of his research work with cumulative impact factor of more than 25 in the national and international journals. And great achievement, he received more than 40 lakhs research grants from DRDO. He has an approved guide for M.Pharm and PhD of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore. Till date, he has supervised more than 25 PG students and 10 UG students, some students pursuing PhD also. He has served as head examination control for Faculty of Pharmacy, Umar Al Mukhtar University, Libya. He has chaired sessions in many conferences. Dr. Salahuddin has delivered many invited lectures in FDPs, short-term training programs, and career guidance programs in various institutions and workshops. Presently serving as member Board of Examining Authority, Drugs Control Department, Government of Karnataka, member Internal Quality Assurance Cell, and also member Ordnance Committee, Rajiv Gandhi University, external faculty member, Inpoya University, Mangalore, General Secretary, Karnataka State Pharmacy Colleges Principals Association, Bangalore, Human Ethics Committee member, Government Ayurveda Medical College, Bangalore, and National Coordinator, Teachers Training Institute, APTI, India, Treasurer for IPA, Karnataka, Executive Committee member, IPGA, Karnataka, and Advisory Board member, Karnataka Registered Pharmacist Association, Mysore. Then he served as Chairman, BOS Pharmacy, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore, Academic Council member, Rajiv Gandhi University, Faculty member, Rajiv Gandhi University, BOS member, Inpoya University, Mangalore. And he bagged many awards, some of that, Vidya Seva Ratna, Karnataka Press Club, Bangalore in 2024, Outstanding Leadership Award in the year 2024, Best Academic Leader Award in the year 2023, Best Principal Award in the year 2022. He's actively involved in many social and community activities. He President Alumni Association of VL College of Pharmacy Raichur, President Anjuman E. Hadikutal Adab Mysore Karnataka, life member of APTA, IPA, IPGA, and SFE. So greatly, I can say that he is our alumni. Very nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Ramana Reddy, for
Now
the.
I would like to request Dr. Salahuddin sir to kindly commence the presentation.
Yeah, thank you so much. A very good morning and a very happy Sunday to all the participants, attendees of this wonderful workshop being organized by the very renowned, very old, and one of the best institution, KVSR Siddharth Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Vijayawada. It's always great for me to be such on a platform, and many thanks to the leaders of the great institution for making me part of this wonderful event. And today being Sunday, I hope everyone is having a good time. But this Sunday, let me make you a very, the great spend time to be spent through the journey of how we are going to have a wonderful role as a pharmacist. Now, I request the host to please kindly make me co-host so that I can share my PPT. uh, Please make me co-host so that I can share. I hope my voice is audible,
Yeah,
clear to everyone. Yeah,
it is audible and clear, sir.
yeah. So please make me co-host so that I can share my PPT.
Arifa,
Done, sir.
Yeah, is it my PPT is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just wait. Is it in full screen mode?
No, sir. The slides are being, the preview is seen at the side.
Okay. Uh, I have to see because uh,
Sir, share your entire screen, sir. Then you can change the slides.
just 1 second. Is it visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now,
yeah, yes, fine, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Uh, Technically, we need to all have to look into it every time. Uh, it's a great honor for me to be part of this valedictory day, the last session of this faculty development program, initiated by the wonderful, great platform through the KVSR Siddharth College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Vijayawada. And over the last 5 days, you have been into the platform discussing on various, the technical aspects onto the theme sustainable innovations in delivery, a multidisciplinary perspective. Well, with the theme, I just wanted to take you that how being the pharmacist, we can be into the interprofessional collaborations. So my topic is that breaking barriers, interprofessional collaborations, revolutionizing pharmaceutical innovation. Well, I'll be taking you in the next 1 hour or 1 hour, 10 minutes through how interprofessional collaborations are bringing up innovations into the pharmaceutical sector, whether it is a clinical aspect, whether it is an industry, or whether it is academia. Well, before me taking you to the journey of my talk, let me make it very clear the opinions expressed in this presentation and talk is solely of my personal and not from the organization I am associated with. And the information that I am providing in this presentation is from the authentic sources, from the references, and some of the images which I have used it from the public domain or open sources is to make it this talk very more simple, understandable, and conceptual. Well, I'll be covering in this presentation on the pharmacist roles. That is, we are the caregiver for the patients in all healthcare settings. Interprofessional collaborations, how we can have it together, we can make the difference. Pharma and tech innovations, that is making the difference, to which we need to get ready to it, as it is a dynamic changes that are happening and we need to adapt into our day-to-day life, professional life. And the next gen pharma profession, how they need to be, I just say they need to be tech pharmacists. That is what the tech home message I'm going to give it to you. Well, we all know that as a pharmacist at every different level, we are all serving as a specialist in medications, the custodian of the medical information, the companion of the physician, the counselor of the patient, and the guardian of the public health. Well, in short, we are all a lifesaver. And the way the things in the pharmacy profession is happening, we are more into the services, clinical services, along with the doctors, and the tech that is taking a major role, that is bringing up the change in our professional lives, that I would like to highlight. But the pharmacist roles are enhancing. That's why we are called as a lifesaver. Well, if you see across over the period of time, our roles have been into different. We are now into a more of the clinical side. I am talking about how the services we are offering it. We used to give our services earlier as a pharmacist. We used to be called earlier as a compounder. Later, we are being called as community pharmacists, hospital pharmacists, now clinical pharmacists. No doubt, industry, academia is a different sector. But when it comes to services, we are now into the clinical. Now, when we entered into the clinical level, working with the doctors, the roles has enhanced. And here, if you could able to see it across, what I would like to make it clear through my topic, which I have made it, that interprofessional collaborations. Here it comes that we are into the managing of the chronic diseases along with the healthcare professionals. We are also helping the people in quitting the smoking. That means we are playing a very important role in making the people realize what are the healthcare benefits, what are the dangerous effects of it. And we are also into the the making the things easier with the medication, giving the pinpoint as a pharmacist, that how it is easy to take medicine and on what occasions, what are the types of medications, and how it is going to be helpful to the individual, to the patient, and directing to the healthcare professionals. That becomes a very important. And stay up to date on what matters to you. We are also making the latest information updates to the patients, to the doctors. That's how our interprofessional services are helping it out. We verify, prepare, and check medication. That's how we are being called as the police of the doctor. That's why we were there in clinical aspects in auditing of the prescriptions. Wellness screenings, looking after the people's health care. We help to stay out of the hospital to the patients, giving them the great services. OTC counseling, what is best, what is not the best, we are guiding them. We provide on vaccination. You could able to see that now we are also being trained on how to provide the vaccination. That's how it is going on. Make medication information understandable. We are into counseling of the prescriptions to the patients and to the doctors, and we are majorly playing in interpreting the drug interactions. Our role has enhanced. We are now called not just the pharmacist, we are now the dynamic pharmacist. That means our role is totally dynamic. Now, in this case of all, whatever we are giving the services, over the last 5 years, if you see, there is a tremendous technological development, services, and updation of pharmacy services. As I told, we are not just limited in interacting to the patient, we are being broaden our values by working shoulder to shoulder along with the doctors. Now, in this case, we need to realize that what is our importance to it. We cannot say that we are lesser, we are behind the scenes. Now we are into the clinical scenes where we are directly interacting to the patient, guiding to the doctors that what type of medications to be given and how it has to be given. That means our roles are more of the dynamic. And now I'd like to take you into the next journey where I would like to say that if you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. My main thing over here is that we have to come out of the ego that we are more better than any of the professional or we are above the other professional. Now it's a time in India that where we need to understand that working together is a success, going together is a success. That is what we need to plan. And that's where the African proverb says that if you want to go far, go together. Now how we have to go together, we have to realize that what are our strengths and how we can acquire other strengths to become more stronger in the field of the medicine and in the field of the clinical practice. Now how why this need for collaboration is being required. If you see across, the interprofessional collaboration occurs when two or more professions work together. When we imagine to the hospital, now we have been always been checking into it that in an hospital, definitely the doctors, the nurses, and the clinicians, they were there, but the role of the pharmacist was limited. Now with the advent during the time of the COVID and the post COVID, we are working shoulder to shoulder along with the other healthcare professionals. We have already realized, the other healthcare professionals have already realized the importance of the pharmacists. We could able to see during the time of the COVID where the pharmacists are being involved directly into the treatment of the patients during the COVID time. We have seen many of the pharmacists worked in the ICUs along with the other healthcare professionals. We have seen the most of the pharmacists being involved in the triage system where segregating the type of the patients the during the COVID time. Here the face value has increased, that how the pharmacists can cater to the best need of the the healthcare services. The doctors have realized the importance, the nurses have taken into the consideration. Now we need to understand that this interprofessional values that has created during the COVID time, how we can enhance the values to it in bringing up the next level of the services. Now the importance that I would like to highlight is that this interprofessional collaboration, it occurs when two or more professional works. That's how in an hospital, in a clinical setup where many other healthcare professional works. And now the major important is that our common goals is that to give the best, solving a variety of problems and coming out to the complex issues and giving the solutions to it. The benefits of collaboration allow participants to achieve together more than they can do individually. That's how we could able to see now that most of the clinics are hiring the clinical pharmacists. So that means in any hospital setup, in a clinical setup, we used to see only one pharmacist, that is a community pharmacy, where it used to be housed outside the the hospital or at a very far distance within the hospital. Now our pharmacists are within the hospital where they will have their own the clinical chamber where they will interact with the patients and they are doing the clinical services. Doctors are more confident and more secure having the clinical pharmacists in their setup. That's the major role that is happening. That's where the collaboration is happening. They have understood that they can't go ahead alone. They need to take all the other healthcare professionals along with them. These other healthcare professionals realizing the importance of the pharmacies is playing a very vital role. But we should also understand that the way the healthcare professionals treatments, the healthcare treatments are happening, where we are standing, are we going along with them? Do we have that much of the capabilities or the skills? We need to understand when we talk about going and working along with them shoulder to shoulder. We need to understand that what is the skills, what are the strengths we have, and how we can enhance to those strengths. If we are lacking behind any of the energy of these strengths, we need to work on it. We have to improve on it. Then what is the collaboration we need to work? Collaboration, it may happen virtually at any level or at organizational structure. Today, at any activity that happens, the examples, some of the examples which I would like to highlight is that the National Clinical Guidelines Center in UK, they are involving many of the healthcare professionals, which has been called as the NCGC, and they have the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence. That is nice. They produce evidence-based clinical practice guidelines. It is for nice. And what they do is that they, in every aspect, they take the opinion of the other healthcare professionals, including the pharmacists. The very importance to note is that including the pharmacists, that means our role is enhanced now. Now the best evidence medical education collaboration, where many of the individuals are being taken into consideration: universities, professional organizations, including patients. And here the evidence-based information in medical and healthcare professionals, they try to gather to make out on a precise medicine care for the treatment of a particular type of the diseases, where the pharmacist plays a very important role. Now interprofessional collaborations, like collaboration among the pharmacists, physicians, nurses, and other healthcare professionals, is essential for delivering the comprehensive patient care. Ultimately, any of the healthcare professional, whether it is a doctor or a physician or a nurse, physiotherapist or anesthetist or a pharmacist, we ultimately look into the safety of the comprehensive patient care. That is what we all wanted to do it. Interprofessional team works together to assess patients' medication needs, develop treatment plans, and monitor therapeutic outcomes. The safety of it. Collaborative practice models such as the collaborative drug therapy management and the medication therapy management, to which a major services where the pharmacists are promoting it. And this plays a very vital role when it has been taken into the work through the interdisciplinary and the communication. And by leveraging the expertise of different healthcare professionals, these collaborations enhance medication safety, adherence, and efficacy. That is what we are being taught, that we have to see ultimately the safety, efficacy, and the the excellent services of the clinical pharmacist for the safety of the patient. Now, what are the innovations that are happening into the pharmaceutical practice, to which the pharmacist plays a very important role? One is that the technological advancements, like that drive the innovations in the practice, that we are already seeing it, that enables the pharmacist to deliver more personalized and efficient care. If you see across, as we are advancing into the latest technology implementation and the services, we are more into the personalized. We are all bothered about how different and equally and efficiently we can treat to individual patient based on their required needs. That's why the personalized medicine is playing a very important role, and the care. The electronic health records, nowadays it becomes very important. Even the government has initiated the ABHA system, where the electronic health records are being maintained. Every individual is been made to come out. Here the major role the pharmacists are going to play an important role, even the other healthcare professionals. That means we are not lesser than any other profession. We need to understand that how we can take it up. Now the clinical decision support systems and the telepharmacy platforms facilitate the real-time access to patient information and clinical guidelines. It's already into the process. The pharmacogenomics, precision medicine, and digital health tools are transforming how the medications are prescribed, monitored, and managed. We have already seen that the healthcare professional is completely on the digital side. We are into such an era that if we are not able to adapt and implement into our day-to-day life of the services, then we lag behind to work with the other interprofessional collaborative work with the other healthcare professionals. My only intention over is that to highlight is that when we are talking about precision medicine, when we are talking about digital health tools, when we are talking about the transforming of how medications are prescribed, monitored, where do we stand when we are taking up into our curriculum, whether our curriculum is equivalent to it? We need to understand, because now completely everything is tailor made. What treatment plan will be there for me it may be different for the other patient, though we both may be suffering with the same type of infection, then the treatment plan will be different. That is how we have to go into the precision tailor-made medication approach for the treatment of the patients. That's how it is coming up. Now I just want to highlight to the teachers who are all being there over attending to it today. I have written an article last on April 21st, 2025. You all are aware that PCI is proposing a new syllabus where I am talking that game changer in pharmacy education. If you see across, I would like to highlight that the process of this education system, the syllabus that is coming through the Pharmacy Council of India, in line with that of the National Education Policy, it is definitely a shift from the rote learning based system to the holistic, multidisciplinary, and emphasizing on the foundational learning and skill development. I have highlighted three things into this. But before taking that, you all know that our syllabus is going to be into the three parts. One is the general pharmacy, second is the industry pharmacy, the third is the clinical pharmacy. The first 2 years, the student is going to study the 2 years general pharmacy, and the next 2 years, he'll be having an option of taking up either the industrial pharmacy or the clinical pharmacy based on the needs. Now, the importance which teachers also should know, the professionals should also know that what is happening into the curriculum change is that first and foremost that the students are going to be provided the skill enhancing courses, the ability enhancing courses, and the value added courses in the next 2 years, where they select the ability and the industrial pharmacy or the clinical pharmacy course. Now, the major importance to note that when we are talking about the skill enhancing of the courses of the, as the student we are providing to it, when we are talking about the ability enhancing, or when we are talking about the value added courses, which the importance to it, we have to understand that these courses with respect to the value added or the skill enhancement or ability enhancement courses. But before that, let me make it very clear, because most of the teachers are been participating into it. This syllabus, in this syllabus, the credit hours is going to be limited to 180, which from the existing of 209 to 212. That means almost to the tune of 30 credit hours it has been reduced. It is in line with that of the UGC's guidelines, and still it is more 10 credit hours. If you see the UGC said 170, we are having 180 credit hours. Now if you see in this all, the multidisciplinary we are talking, the Indian knowledge system we are talking, the ability enhancement courses we are talking, my theme over which I am speaking is that we are talking about multidisciplinary. That means almost to the tune of 4% the syllabus will have the multidisciplinary. We are talking about Indian knowledge system, which is almost 0.5%. Ability enhancement courses, which is going to constitute about 3.5%. Skill enhancement courses, almost 5%. Value added courses, 2.25%. And above all, the institutions will be given a 20% of the, bringing up the change into through their platform. Like KVSR Siddharth is the autonomous institution. They will have the, the responsibility to utilize that 20% of the courses that they wanted to run or changes that they wanted to bring during the course of the study. Now, if you see across the ability enhancement courses in this, the ability enhancement courses where they are going to be taught the artificial intelligence. Do we have any course on artificial intelligence, or teachers have undergone on artificial intelligence specialty training? No. But a concern needs to be need. When I'm talking about the multidisciplinary, artificial intelligence now is being tagged only for the engineering courses. When we talk about software, we talk about artificial intelligence, we talk about machine learning, we talk about the augmented reality, virtual reality, where the pharmacy people do stand over there. But now we are going to teach them on the artificial intelligence. When we talk about multidisciplinary courses, we are going to talk on Ayush product survey, Ayush industry or business center. We are talking about statistics of the pharmacy. We are talking about pollution. We are talking about the transport and dispatch. We are talking about plant or business visit. That is when it comes to multidisciplinary. Well, when it comes to skill enhancement courses, if you could able to see, we are talking about the store management, the entrepreneur development activity. We are talking about this drugstore and business management, and dosage form surveys. These are all the multiple activities that a student is going to learn in the new syllabus. That means most of the courses that we are going to teach, it is going to be interdisciplinary. That means we do not have the specialists like artificial intelligence teaching, machine learning. We have to get from the engineering domain and we have to attach to the pharmacy profession. That's what I am talking about, the interdisciplinary. We are going to talk about the value added courses like health and wellness. We are talking about the health education and health promotion. We are talking about the scientific writing. We are talking about sociology and psychology. Psychology we don't study, sociology course we don't study, but we need to involve. That means you have to involve the psychologists in treatment, in the course curriculum to the students. My only concern and here major importance to highlight to you people is that without going ahead with the other professional, the professionals, it is not possible for us to go ahead or have a better professional life. That means interdisciplinary becomes very important to involve the other healthcare professionals and the other technical professionals. Now that is what the national education policy says: give the liberty to the student, let them have a multiple stages of learning so that they can learn many of the other technical aspects. Now how the interprofessional collaboration is going to help? Let's it is going to help the opportunities to learn and go beyond the traditional ways of thinking. Definitely, if we limit ourselves that I am the best or he is the best, then definitely it limits the 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 growth of the particular profession, or bring up the particular the safety of the individual into a particular profession. Access to people we would not normally reach in order to serve a larger body of the people. Potential to develop lifelong relationships and bonds that may be beneficial in the future. That is what we are working on it, to bring up all the other professionals, work collaboratively to bring up a safety to the patient, gain from the wisdom of others. Definitely it is going to help it out. Access to new resources and the potential to develop new skills, increase productivity through doing more work in less time, sharing recognition and accolades. That is what it is going to play a very major role. Association with others who are successful will bring up success to the other professional also. Sharing costs, yes, we all know that in a team when you are there where multiple people are there, it helps to share the cost and bring up the effective. Improved access to monies, this I would like to highlight, because nowadays if you see some of the funding bodies only support the support the collaborative projects. But one of the example is that in Karnataka, the Karnataka state government, they provides the vision group project VGST through the DRDO, where they provide the projects to the tune of 40 lakhs to any of the grant. Now here what they are considering in most of the things is that they are providing to the tune of every year 50 crores. They are providing to different multi professionals only if the project comes with an interdisciplinary. If as a pharmacist, if I apply that to the project that I wanted to do in a pharmacy domain with a particular thing, and only pharmacists are being involved, then such a project will be rejected. If I say that through the engineering stream and the pharmacies and the homeopathy people or the Ayurveda people will be involved and such a type of project will be executed, immediately they are approving it. That means improved access to monies where some funding agencies are helping it out, and for that the collaborative projects are being considered. The pooling knowledge for tackling large and complex problems. These are all certain points which will help a lot in interprofessional collaborations and revolutionizing the pharmaceutical innovation. Well, transformation in pharmaceutical care that is happening, where you can see that the pharmaceutical care delivery is playing a very important role. The pharmacists expanding their roles beyond traditional dispensing to provide a wide range of patient-centered services. We already know that they are involved into the clinical practice. They are helping a lot and playing a major role. One of the best thing I would like to say that in most of the pharmacy colleges where the PharmD programs are there, where the pharmacists are playing a very important role. In few of the pharmacies in medical center, the centers where they are being made to do counseling to the patient, and until and unless they do not do counseling and sign on the discharge form, the patient will not be discharged. To that level the pharmacists are being involved. That's why they are been helping into the clinical management, treatment of the chronic disease and the preventive care. The value-based care models emphasize the importance of patient outcomes and cost effectiveness. Pharmaceutical care teams collaborate to optimize medication use, minimize adverse events, and achieve positive health outcomes while managing the healthcare costs. Well, patient-centered care and empowerment, if you see across, the patient engagement in central to interprofessional collaborations and the pharmaceutical innovations. Healthcare providers involve patients in treatment decisions, educate them about their medications and empower them. That's where they are involved. Now they are doing the counseling. They are talking about the medication, how to minimize the errors. That with their initiation of the counseling is playing a very vital role in minimizing the errors. Innovations in patient education, adherence monitoring, and telehealth services enhance the patient's ability to manage their medications and adhere to the treatment plans. Well, I would like to highlight about advancement in the medical field. If you see across, recently there was a news where they mentioned that no cut nasik woman's appendix removed from mouth at JJ hospital. We never imagined that without cut wound any of the operations or the surgeries can be carried out, but it is happening now. And if you see across, many such advancements has happened. We have already heard that an operation is being conducted or the open heart surgery is being conducted where the doctor is in US and operation is been done in the UK or in India, in the different countries. How it is happening? It is possibly happening because of the involvement of the technology and the usage of technology by the healthcare professionals. Now I would like to highlight over here is that when we are talking about technology, when we are talking about advancement into the treatment of a particular disease or the surgeries happening with the advancement of the technology, are we available to go and hand in hand with the other healthcare professionals and to work as a interprofessional collaboration to bring up an innovation into a pharmacy? We need to understand, we need to realize and think about it. But few of the things where the implementations are happening, where the technologies are being used by the pharmacies, and the trust, the confidence are being reposed on them, and then they are working on it. I can say that only that when we are talking about technology, yes, transformations in medical and the pharma industry through technology, we are talking about artificial intelligence, we are talking about the augmented reality, virtual reality, machine learning, we are talking about automated machines on robotics, we are talking about 3D printing, smart bandages, apps, teleservices. These are all technological things that has already come into the profession. Well, when this technology is already been into the position, where do we stand in implementing into our clinical services as a clinical pharmacist, as a community pharmacist, as an industry pharmacist, or as an academic pharmacist? We need to understand that implementation of these technologies is going to play a very vital role. Now let me take through that how the professional transformations are happening and how these transformations is helping to bring a face value to the pharmacist after the implementation of the same and implement and adapting to it. Now few of the examples how the medical profession is changing by utilization of technology, I would like to highlight it. Artificial intelligence, we all are talking into now in today's area that artificial intelligence is going to play a very vital role. It may take our jobs if we are not able to adapt to it. Yes, definitely, if we are not able to adapt to the technology into our day to day life or into our own profession, whether it is academic, the the professional services as a community hospital, industry, or even into the clinical, definitely we are going to lose into the competition because the healthcare professionals has already started they utilizing the technology into the day-to-day services. Like artificial intelligence is being used conventionally in identifying the breast cancer, where AI enable the mammograms to be reviewed 30 times faster with almost 100% accuracy. And there they do not need any biopsies. That's how the artificial technology is brought, and wherein the artificial intelligence is being integrated into the pharmacy practice to optimize medication management, improve clinical decision making, and enhance the medication adherence. AI can also assist in identifying the potential drug interactions, predicting ADR, and personalizing the drug treatment plans. Now, The AI is playing a very vital role in the pharmacy practice, and that's how we need to understand that it is already in place, utilized, and practiced by the various countries. We need to bring up the same into our country to look into it. When I talk about the teaching, the digital learning platforms through which we can also teach our students and we can utilize it. One is that the augmented reality, virtual reality, which is already in few of the institutions has already started, where they give a real world, the feeling to the students or to the practice, such as the drug development, pharmacological processes, and patient interactions, providing a safe and controlled environment for learning. So AR and VR is already in place. We need to see that this is being used into our day-to-day practice of the profession. That is already been there. Few of the images which I am showing it, that the real world is been imagination. It is already, few institutions has already utilized it. They are making the students to give the feeling of the same like that of the industry. Like, they need not go to industry. The similar operations of industry, any type of equipment through the AR VR is been trained to the students at the institution level only. That means these machines will give them the real feeling of operating any of the high grade of the equipment at a just place where they are working or where they are studying. That is an importance of the implementation of the technology. But my concern and saying over here is that when we are talking about this being implemented in the industry, in our teaching ability, then who are developing these equipments or the teaching virtual, the machines? It is the engineers. That means we need to have a collaboration with these type of people, and the development needs to be done. When we are talking about 3D printing now, in future it is definitely going. We are already into the process where the 3D printers are being used for preparation of the prosthetic organs, prosthetic glands. By the medical field, it is already been there. Most of the industries, they started bringing up the 3D printers to come for the personalized medicine or single medication treatment. That means these 3D printers are already in place in medical field. But when I'm talking that 3D printer is being used for printing of a single pill, where is the training happening to our interprofessional collaboration, to our professionals? That means we need to get into the treatment, so the training to our professionals, to our students, so that they get fit into the multidisciplinary approach to carry out the professional training as well as the skills. We are talking about automated machines which is already in place, and the robotics which is already playing in the medical field in the treatment. Just they need to get trained. That means here the engineering sector is developing it. What is the role of the pharmacist is utilizing to it, but can the pharmacist also play an important in developing such type of machines? We need to work on that, so that, or work with the engineers, work with the other healthcare professionals, where the services becomes very important and lucrative as well as the smart. We are talking about smart bandages. Already it is been available. You all have heard that the automated glucometers has come out, where the patient gets monitoring of their own blood glucose level every second, the changes that are happening. We are already working on it to identify the various diseases. That means the medical system is changing, where they are able to monitor every type of infection that is happening, and the treatment and the healing process. Then where do the pharmacy stands? We need to work on it. How the medication therapy, when it is been provided during the time of the treatment, how it works, the knowledge of the same has to be there to the pharmacist, and they need to work with the other healthcare professionals. We already know that mobile apps which are already in place, where people are utilizing for the different, to know the drug, to know the blood pressure, to know how much they are walking, to know how much energy they are losing it if they are walking for so many steps, what type of medication will act in what way. These are all there, though few of the things that are coming is more dangerous because it goes into the self medication. It leads to a lot of complications, but still technology is getting into the place, and we need to check that how through this technology we can provide the better information to the individual, because at one click the people wanted to get all the information. We already know that the technology has come into the force, where the people just with a sitting at home wanted to get every single service that are been available. When we talk about travel, or when we talk about having the food lavishly by sitting at one place, they all wanted to have it the same thing. the healthcare system is already getting into the place. We already know that telemedicine service is playing a very important role, where the doctors are providing the virtually the medical consultation, so that the patient by sitting at home gets all types of information. The tele services is already been available. The telemedicine, when it is been there, then where the tele services of the pharmacies can be provided, we are lacking behind. We need to get into it. Bringing up the e-prescription system is already been in place, where there is a lot of challenges are being already been there, but still coming up with a better way of the services, it plays a very important role. Well, future healthcare field would be more of the digital and virtual, that we need to understand. And I wanted to say over here is that when I'm talking about interprofessional collaboration, I'm also talking about that how digitally and virtually we can reach to every patient in the treatment. We need to adapt to that along with the other healthcare professionals, because it is going to create more value to the pharmacies. Well, I would like to highlight that 2015 and 2020 pharmacy practice regulations has given more power to the pharmacies. What power? Now, we can do the patient counseling. We can also replace the medication with the consultation of the doctor. That means we have been authorized to audit the prescriptions. That's the power being given. Earlier, this was not the power that the pharmacist has. That means we are being involved more into the treatment by the doctors. The doctors are more confident on the pharmacists. They believe that what I am doing it now, a clinical pharmacist can do. The job roles are being divided now. The doctors, what they were doing earlier, now that same role is been doing by the clinical pharmacist, except writing the prescription, but continuingly informing the patient about the disease management, medication management is playing a very important role. That's why the patient safety has become more important. The mortality rates have come down with the involvement of the clinical pharmacists along with the other clinicians and other healthcare professionals. That means our role has become more important and more of the requirement. Well, the pharmacy practice, if you see across the clinical, what is the major pharmacists are playing with the other healthcare professionals? That means they are having to interview the medication history, interpreting the lab results, understanding the diagnosis and prognosis, medication therapy management, medication error management, adverse drug reaction monitoring, finding drug interactions, pharmacogenomics, drug information, patient counseling. If you see across, I can say that a heroic role the pharmacists are playing in the clinical practice. And all these courses and all these roles earlier were played by the other healthcare professionals, like the doctors majorly. Now these roles have been divided. That means these other healthcare professionals have realized the importance of the pharmacist. That's why we could able to cater our services to the heroic role. Now, pharmacist collaborative services outcomes are that it is helping to decrease the adverse events, decrease the medication errors, decrease the healthcare cost, and bring down the morbidity and mortality rate. That means we are the lifesavers. We need to understand this. Now, what is the expectations from our the dynamic pharmacists? The other healthcare professionals are expecting demonstrate our knowledge of most common disease states seen in patients in the practice setting. We need to teach our students that what are the common diseases and how this practice setting can be handled during the time of the treatment. We need to demonstrate ability to retrieve and integrate patient data. Yes, it is a data matrix that is going to play a very vital role. And prioritizing the patient problems, design suitable pharmacotherapeutic regimens for the patients, demonstrate skills needed to identify, analyze, and resolve problems in patients' drug therapy, and monitor patients' drug therapy using patient specific, and the drug specific and the disease specific parameters at appropriate intervals and frequencies. Provide concise, applicable, and time responses to requests for drug information from patients, patient relatives, and healthcare professionals using appropriate literature references and the clinical data. Demonstrate acceptable communication techniques with other healthcare professionals and personnel in hospital setting. Document pharmaceutical care activities appropriately and display appropriate professional attitudes, habits, values, and behavior. That is going to help a lot in building the face value to the pharmacist and the recognition to the pharmacist. Well, today's future of the pharmacies is that in today's healthcare ecosystem, the pharmacy is a trusted, critical, and often underutilized, the resource. But as the pharmacy industry increases its use of enabling technologies, pharmacists may find themselves at a particular crossroad. Okay, either grow their role scope and value or face potential disinfection, determination. The future of pharmacies may need to specialize digital, medical, and behavioral. If you see across to meet the patient needs, they need to be virtually available at medical centers or at home to treat the patients. Well, I would like to highlight over here one of the major case where we need to understand where do we stand as a pharmacist, what is going to be our role, whether we do fit in into it the future. Probably the case that I am going to present now, probably it is going to come in the next 5 years or it may be 10 years. But what I would like to tell over here is that this case study should give an introspection to all of us that are we able to be fit in into carry out this case study in the next 5 or 10 years. Abilities of what we are talking in our syllabus, the enhancement courses, skill enhancement courses, or the add-on courses will play a very vital role, and teachers too should take a message from it that we need to get ready for such a challenge. Well, the case study is one of the things which I am presenting. Please be very attentive in understanding to this case what I want to highlight. Sam enters the bathroom and brushes his teeth with his smart toothbrush, which detects the sign of a strep throat strain from his mouth bacteria. When Sam enters, let me talk, this may happen in after 5 years or 10 years, but definitely it is going to happen. This is going to improve because when I'm talking that today, by sitting at home, I can book a taxi, I can book my food, whichever I want, I can book an item, whichever I want from the best of the best store, by sitting at home. By sitting at home, the medical treatment also do start happen, and the treatment happens within minutes. That I would like to say, the treatment happens within minutes, the diagnosis happens within minutes before the start of the infection. That is what I would like to highlight. Sam enters the bathroom and brushes his teeth with his smart toothbrush, which detects the first sign of strep throat strain from his mouth bacteria. His smart toothbrush sends a digital bacteria sample off to the lab, which confirms an early strep throat diagnosis within seconds, long before symptoms are being shown. You imagine these things are going to come in our life. Okay. Sam is notified of the lab results and early diagnosis via his voice enabled AI avatar, which directs him to the kitchen to retrieve the tea automatically prepared by his smart kettle. And his smart fridge nudges him to eat yogurt with probiotic cultures. Sam's diagnosis automatically triggers an alert to his local health destination where a treatment plan is developed. The local health destination's avatar connects with Sam to ask if he has any questions or concerns. Imagine what is going to happen. Leveraging his data, the local health destination 3D prints a single pill tailored to attack the exact bacterial strain and which can be easily metabolized by Sam's enzymes. Once 3D printed, a drone flies the pill from the health destination to Sam's home so he can take his medication before he leaves for the work. In the background, the cost of the 3D printed pill is calculated based on Sam's risk profile and automatically deducted from his financial account. A few hours later, the avatar follows up to check how he is feeling and assess any symptoms. Sam confirms verbally that he is not feeling any strep symptoms, and a smart toothbrush later validates that the strain has been eliminated. Within minutes, this treatment plan is generated automatically with the smart gadgets that are going to be part of our day to day life. Now, in this case, if you see across talking about the AI avatar, we are talking about the 3D print, we are talking about the drone facility. In all this case, where the pharmacy is going to be fit into the technology, we need to understand when we are having the digital mode of treatments, when we are talking about the advancement of the treatment, pharmacists should advance, work with the other other healthcare professionals to bring up more innovation into the treatment plan. People will respect, people will value if we work with time. We need to understand that just by taking home a message will not be end, will not be enough. We need to start implementing our day-to-day professional life to bring up this change, meet the requirements, accept the change that is happening, and be prepared for a modern technology, a modern pharmacist. And this is possible only when we work with other healthcare professionals. So I do believe when we are talking about 3D print, I believe that every teacher should undergo for a training on 3D printing. We need to visit the centers where how the drone services are happening. We need to learn on it, how to train these drone services so that the pharmacists can bring it into their practice in the future, because these are all not limited just to engineering sector. It is a professional need, and to this professional need we all need to be get prepared to become a professional pharmacist, a tech pharmacist, because a modern tomorrow makes a better nation. So if we would like to have the modernization in our life, we need to have this, the exact clear services of our profession where every pharmacist should take part into it. Modern tech friendly pharmacists is the need, and to this we need to work with other healthcare professionals to bring the best practices into our profession. Let us all join hands, look into the strengths of the other professionals, adapt to it, work with them, and make our pharmacists friendly, modernized, and tech. This is what I would like to highlight. Thank you so much to Dr. Sunita Madam, the principal, Dr. Ramana, the vice principal and coordinator, as well as the organizing secretary Arifa Begum of KVSR Siddharth College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh, for giving me an opportunity to be part of this faculty development program of the 5 days. I know that today being the Sunday, a very the holiday, an enjoyable day with the family, but all those who have joined today to know more about how we can be a professional of the difference can be through this platform. I would like to thank to the entire team of the local organizing committee, the management and the heads for giving me an opportunity to be part of this wonderful 5 days faculty development program. Thank you so much. Over to you to the host.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, really, it was excellent, elaborative, and informative talk. Dr. Salahuddin sir explained elaboratively the pharmacist role in various sectors, and he
Thank you,
explained
sir.
the need for interprofessional collaborations to get good outcomes. Sar has stressed the need for innovations in pharmaceutical practice. He also highlighted the new proposed BPharm curriculum by PCI. So definitely that will be a game changer in the pharmacy education. He also highlighted the outcomes of interprofessional collaborations in detail. He also focused on the transformations in medical and pharma industry through technology and the artificial intelligence role in the area of life sciences. Sar also finally highlighted the future of 3D printing in healthcare system. So thank you so much, sir. Definitely, it is very helpful to our young fraternity. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so
sir.
much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Arifa,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, continue the program.
On behalf of the organizing committee, I express our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Muhammad Salahuddin sir, Professor and Principal Al Amin College of Pharmacy, Bangalore, for accepting our invitation and for delivering a truly inspiring and intellectually enriching session on the topic Breaking Barriers, Interprofessional Collaborations, Revolutionizing Pharmaceutical Innovation. Sir, your session has shed light on the importance of collaborative synergy in driving pharmaceutical advancements and has left us all with the valuable insights on how multidisciplinary partnerships can bring about transformative change in healthcare and drug delivery. We are deeply honored by your presence and thankful for the time and expertise you shared with us. I
Thank
would
you,
also
madam.
like to thank Dr. G. Ramna sir, Professor and Head Department of Pharmaceutics and Biotechnology, and our program coordinator for moderating the session and for the insightful closing remarks and summarizing the key takeaways. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Arif,
much.
give the time for interaction with the participant from the participants to sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I invite the participants to interact with sir, and if you have any queries, get it clarified with sir. The session is open for discussion and query clarification.
Okay, Arif, you can continue. No,
Okay,
no doubts from the participants.
okay, sir. As we approach the final moments of this
Revati has raised the hand. Madam Revati.
Revati ma'am,
Revati Mannam has raised the hand. Maybe she is having question.
would you like to clarify query with sir? Revati Manam ma'am.
Or maybe by mistake she might have raised the hand.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. As we approach the final moments of this intellectually fulfilling and collaborative week, it is time to reflect upon the journey we have all undertaken together through this 1 week National Online Faculty Development Program on
Deepa,
sustainable.
sorry for the interruption. You please unmute Revati. She wanted to ask a doubt, might be. Give the access to Revati.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Revati ma'am,
Yeah.
please interact with sir.
Yeah, no, you unmute, madam. I think you have to
Yeah.
unmute. You have to
Hello,
unmute.
sir. Hello, is it audible?
Yes,
Yeah, madam.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning to everyone, sir. I am Revati Manam, Associate Professor working in Malareddy Pharmacy College.
Yes, ma'am.
So I am attending the session from 10:30 onwards. I am listening to you, sir. So I have attended many sessions related to use of artificial intelligence in pharmacy course, but I can say this is the one session I till now where I am enlightened with many uses of artificial intelligence in pharmacy courses, and it also enlightened us that there are many opportunities for pharmacists now
Yeah.
with inclusion of AI in pharmacy. Till now, we are either into production side or into industry or teaching or any research. But now, clinical side, there are many opportunities open for pharmacists. So now we have less opportunities. From now onwards, the pharmacists are going to have many more opportunities. That is what I learned from your session. Thank you for the session, sir. Thanks so
Thank you
much.
so much, Revati, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We all should take a message, dear friends, that we are teachers, but we have come out of from a the ancient old system to a new techno era system. What type of students we wanted to give to the industry? Definitely, as Revati madam said, in industry there are a lot of tremendous changes are happening, and we are involved, no doubt. For pharmacies, industry is a profession where we do not have a competition. The competition we had was at the healthcare system, at the clinical side, where the doctors were never allowing the pharmacists to enter into the hospital. Doctors keeping the pharmacists only away from it, either outside the hospital in a community or in an hospital in a clinical, the hospital pharmacy. But now we are getting an opportunity to work with them as a clinical pharmacy with the doctors, working with them shoulder to shoulder. That means what I wanted to highlight today in my talk is that the clinically, when the medical profession is adapting the technology and utilizing it, the pharmacist should not stand behind, lag behind into the facilities, into the training, into the skills, or into the knowledge. We have to get work into it. We are being recognized now. We should take this opportunity and work beyond the expectations of the other healthcare professionals. Thank you, Revati madam. It really boosts the the confidence to bring up more of the information to our fellow colleagues. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insightful clarification and discussion. As we approach the final moments of this intellectual, fulfilling, and collaborative week, it is time to reflect upon journey we have all undertaken together through this 1 week national online faculty development program on sustainable innovations in drug delivery, a multidisciplinary perspective organized by the Department of Pharmaceutics and Biotechnology, KVSR Siddhartha College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, in association with the Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Siddhartha Nagar branch, Vijayawada. At this juncture, it is my honor and privilege to invite a personality whose vision, leadership, and encouragement have been a cornerstone in the successful execution of this program. It is with immense pleasure and respect. Now I invite our beloved and esteemed principal of KVSR Siddhartha College of Pharmaceutical Sciences and the chief coordinator of this FDP, Professor A. Sunita Madam, to kindly deliver the concluding remarks for this program. Madam, your visionary leadership, constant encouragement, and unwavering support have been the backbone of this entire event. We are truly grateful for your guidance throughout the planning and execution of this FDP. We now look forward to hearing your reflections and concluding thoughts on this week-long program. May I now request Professor A. Sunita Madam to address the gathering and share her concluding thoughts. Over to you, Madam.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
You're audible, madam.
good morning to all the delegates, especially today's speaker, Dr. MD Salaluddin sir, faculty members, participants, and organizing committee members of KVSR Siddhartha College of Pharmaceutical Sciences. As we draw the curtains on this enriching 1 week online faculty development program on sustainable innovations in drug delivery, a multidisciplinary perspective, it gives me immense pleasure and gratitude to share these final thoughts as we conclude this impactful journey together. Though today is a holiday, Dr. MD Salahuddin sir graciously accepted our invitation and took the time to deliver his insightful talk. This gesture is truly commendable, sir. We deeply appreciate your dedication, generosity, and valuable contribution to this faculty development program. Thank you for inspiring us with your presence and expertise. Over the past 7 days, we have collectively embarked on an insightful journey exploring the frontiers of sustainability, innovation, and interdisciplinarity in the realm of drug delivery systems. This FDP has not only broadened our academic horizons, but has also emphasized the pressing need for environmentally conscious and technologically driven approaches in pharmaceutical sciences. We begin this journey with inaugural session graced by Dr. S. Vidyadhara, an eminent personality in pharmaceutical education. His presence set the tone for a week of academic excellence. Our day one, the resource person, Dr. Anubha Kale from Mumbai delivered a lecture on green pharma, really enlightening us on sustainable innovations in pharma manufacturing. Her emphasis on green chemistry, energy efficiency, digital integration underscored the urgent need for systemic changes in the way we manufacture and deliver medicines. Throughout the week, we were privileged If the finest minds in the field, Dr. VVS Narayan Reddy from JSS College of Pharmacy, Ooty, guided us through the rapidly evolving world of AI-driven drug delivery systems and cosmetic sciences, showing us how smart technologies are reshaping the pharmaceutical landscape. Another eminent personality, Dr. Surya Prakash Rao, Senior Principal Scientist, United States of America, shared a comprehensive study on pro-liposomal formulations for cardiac treatment, highlighting innovations in improving oral bioavailability. Dr. Nilesh Kumar Mehra from NIPER enlightened us with advanced nanocarrier-based strategies for triple-negative breast cancer, emphasizing precision medicine and patient-centered care. Dr. Anand Kumar, Golgotius University, Noida, introduced us to novel intranasal nanocarriers for CNS-targeted pain management, showcasing how non-invasive routes can revolutionize drug delivery. Dr. E. Selvakumari from Puducherry offered a fresh perspective on natural product research, emphasizing cutting-edge molecular techniques like genome mining and metagenomics to accelerate sustainable drug delivery. Dr. T.Z.K. Murthy, Principal, Bapatla College of Pharmacy, highlighted eco-friendly pharmaceutical innovations, underlining biodegradable materials and green chemistry in drug delivery systems. Today, Dr. M.D. Salahuddin reminded us of the power of interprofessional collaboration, innovations in pharmacy practice, the role of artificial intelligence in health sector, showing how partnerships across disciplines can dismantle traditional silos and lead to holistic, sustainable solutions in pharmaceutical innovation. Each of these sessions definitely useful to the young faculty members, upcoming researchers, not only enriched their knowledge, but also inspired new perspectives, sparked fresh ideas, and planted seeds for collaborative research and pedagogical improvements. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the speakers for their time, expertise, and enthusiasm. My special appreciation to the organizing committee of the Department of Pharmaceutics and Biotechnology for their meticulous planning and executing this event on time as per the schedule. I express my special gratitude to Professor Ramanam, head of the Department of Pharmaceutics, and Dr. Arifa Begum, assistant professor, organizing secretary of this program, for their dedication, have made this program a grand success. To all the participants, thank you for your active engagement, thought-provoking questions, and valuable contributions. We hope this FDP has provided you with the tools, insights, and inspiration to integrate sustainable and innovative practices into young teaching, research, and professional work. Let us remember that the journey towards a greener, smarter, and more collaborative pharmaceutical ecosystem begins with each one of us. Let's carry forward the spirit of innovation, sustainability, and interdisciplinary in all our endeavors. So I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. Over to Arifa.
Thank you so much, madam, for your kind words and inspiring concluding remarks. On behalf of the organizing committee and all the participants of this FPP, I express my heartfelt gratitude to our beloved principal, Professor A. Sunita Madam, for the constant encouragement, visionary leadership, and unwavering support throughout the planning and successful execution of this one-week national online faculty development program. Madam, can I proceed with the vote of thanks, ma'am?
Yeah, go ahead. Hello,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Arifa, proceed.
Yes, ma'am. The slides are moving now, ma'am.
Yeah, it's displayed.
Good morning to one and all. As we come to the conclusion of this intellectually stimulating and highly engaging one-week national online faculty development program on sustainable innovations in drug delivery, a multidisciplinary perspective, held from 21st to 27th July 2025. It is both an honor and privilege for me, Dr. Sheikh Arifa Begum, Assistant Professor, to deliver the oath of thanks as the organizing secretary on behalf of the Department of Pharmaceutics and Biotechnology, KVSR Siddhartha College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and the Indian Pharmaceutical Association Siddhartha Nagar branch, Vijayawada. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all those who made this FTP a resounding success. On behalf of the organizing team, we express our heartfelt gratitude to the management, Siddhartha Academy of General and Technical Education, for their unwavering support in all the academic endeavors. First and foremost, I express our sincere thanks to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Suryadevara Vidyadhara, Professor and Principal, Chebrolu Hanumaya Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Guntur, and Editor, Indian Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences, for accepting our invitation, gracing the inaugural session, and for the inspiring inaugural address, which has set the perfect tone for this FDP. I would like to extend heartfelt gratitude to our beloved and esteemed Principal, Madam, Professor A. Sunita Madam, Chief Coordinator for this FDP, whose visionary leadership and unwavering support has enabled us to successfully organize this national level online FDP. It gives me immense pleasure to extend my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to Dr. G. Ramna Sir, Professor and Head, Department of Pharmaceutics and Biotechnology, and Program Coordinator of this FDP, for the constant guidance, encouragement, and invaluable support throughout the successful conduct of this one-week national online FDP on sustainable innovations in drug delivery, a multidisciplinary perspective. I thank you, sir, for being the pillar of strength behind this initiative. Your insightful inputs and continuous motivation have made this journey both smooth and fulfilling. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all our eminent resource persons from across academia, research institutions, and the pharmaceutical industry who graciously accepted our invitation and took the time to share their expertise, cutting edge insights, and recent developments in the realm of drug delivery. Your expert lectures added immense value to the sessions and enlightened our participants on recent trends and sustainable approaches in drug delivery systems. I also take this opportunity to sincerely thank all the participants from various colleges, universities, institutes across the country who actively participated in the FDP and contributed to the academic spirit of this program. Your enthusiasm and participation were vital to the success of this FDP. A heartfelt thank you to the organizing committee and all my fellow faculty members for their teamwork and dedication that helped make this event a grand success. I would like to specially acknowledge the efforts of the technical team, faculty colleagues, and student volunteers for their support behind the scenes to ensure smooth coordination and execution of all the sessions throughout the week. Let us carry forward the insights gained here, apply them in our professional domains, and continue to contribute meaningfully to the field of pharmaceutical sciences. Once again, thank you all for your presence, participation, and the support. Wishing everyone continued success, good health, and academic excellence. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Thank you, Arifa, for your good dedication and sincerity makes this FDP very great success.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Salahuddin sir, for sparing your valuable time for this FDP program and acts as a valedictory chief guest also.
There's a small announcement for regarding attendance sheet and feedback form, sir. Uh, the attendance link will be shared in the WhatsApp group. Please fill the form and submit by today itself. And as well as the feedback form also for all the sessions together, we are sending the feedback form today shortly. And please do fill the form and submit by today itself. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, sir. We are concluding the session.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
చాలు మంచిదా అంత బతిమాలుతుంటే మరి ఏంటి నేను ఆపేస్తున్నాను కదా
It's just instant. I think.